I wish in a far-off kingdom, more than anything, with a young maiden, a sad young lad, I wish in a childless maker, more than I wish with his wife, more than anything, more than the moon. I wish the king is doing a festival, more than I wish to go to the festival, and the moon. I wish my cow would give us some milk, more than anything. I had a child, I want a child. I wish. You wish to go to the festival? The poor girl's mother had died. You, Cinderella, the festival. The festival? The king's festival? And her father had taken for his new wife, a woman with 2 daughters of her own. All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no grandmother, and no father. And his mother, I wish, well, she was not quite beautiful. I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house were not a mess. The witch refused to tell him any more of his sister. Not even that her name was Rapunzel.
Well, I thought I'd been more than reasonable. But how was I to know when your father had also hidden in his pocket? What? Beans. Beans? The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching over the wall, back over the wall, and then bang, crash, the lightning flash. Well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, at last the big day came and I made my claim. Oh, no, take away the baby, they shrieked and screamed. But I did, and I hit her when she never could reach. Your father cried and your mother died, and for extra measure, I admit it was pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a bare one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds, and my garden thrives. You see my nectarines, but I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. You'll never, ever, ever mess around with my greens, especially the beans. World, and so shut her within Cinderella's tower that lay deep within the woods. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth, Rapunzel, Rapunzel. With his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap. My, that grandmother has a mighty snore.
And so the baker, with second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, ran back into the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Bolt would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
To bed without supper for you.
Little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Without regret, the choices made, the task was set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods to sell the cow, into the woods to get my money, into the woods to lift the spell, to make the potion go to the festival, into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are
become a handsome tree.
I wish.
Let child specify. Opportunity is not allowed. Having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who had been punished with ancient ugliness the night her wheat was sold and lightning flashed, was now returned to her formal state of youth and beauty. And Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was now reunited with a now wealthy Jack. As for Rapunzel, she lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, ran to him and fell into his arms, weeping. Two of her tears wetted his eyes, and a touch restored his vision.
I was going to confess you as soon as you learned your lesson.
With his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice, long nap.
My, that grandmother has a mighty snore. God.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. As for Cinderella's prince, he began to search for the foot that fit the gold slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful, my tongue, darling, I know what'll we do? We'll have to go, but when you're his bride, you can sit or ride. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain and joined the prince to become his new bride. The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try the slipper.
Why wouldn't it fit? Darling, be still. Cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're his bride, you'll have such a life. You'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but once again the prince noticed the blood trickling from the shoe. And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I see your prince has found you. Yes, thank you for the slipper.
And it came to pass. All that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after.
Ever after.
Journey over, all's mended, and he's not just fortunate.